So this will be a full FC26 web app tutorial. We're going to go through everything, how you can get started on web app and everything like that. Now, first of all, we do know basically it's going to come out on, we know this because historically speaking, and I've actually made a blog about this if you want to read this on my website. But basically, historically speaking, 2 days before the Ultimate Team release is when the web app normally comes out, and the day after the companion app comes out. So it's expected to come out on the 17th and the companion app to come out on the 18th. As history tells us. So what you want to do basically is you want to go on Google and just type in web app, and it should be the first link. So like that. A quick edit: while you watch this video before it releases, the web app is currently closed. Okay, don't worry about this too much. If you can, try to log into your EA account. So just behind the camera over here, just try to log into your EA account. So you can see here, you just want to go to the top right and you can see I've logged in. Just enter your code. Do this early, at least before the 18th September, and just press remember me. Otherwise, you can go to here, go to account settings. Then what you want to do is go to security and privacy. Then you want to scroll down and then you want to set up your trusted devices. Go here to two-factor authentication, then press send code, then enter your verification code sent to your email. If you're doing this before the web app release date, you're not going to have any delay. I did this like a few days before and I got the email straight away. Then when you go here, press view backup codes. Now I'm not going to show you the backup codes, but you're going to have a few backup codes. I believe you get about 8 to 10. Write one of these down and that way you can use this backup code. Let's say if you can't get onto the app, like worst case scenario. Don't stress if you can't get into the web app, okay? Honestly, there's no even competitive advantage. Just enjoy it, the game when it comes out. You might make a few hundred coins, but this is the method that I use to make a cheap, easy team. And with this cheap team, you can basically quick sell the cards so you won't lose money. So if you are going to make a team, only make it this way. And then you want to log in. Now, this is the most important thing. The web app is probably going to be closing in a few days' time. So you're watching this early, definitely go and log into the web app. The reason why is this is going to happen, okay? You're going to sign, you're going to enter email address, okay? So I'm gonna enter my email. I'm gonna enter my email address, for example. I'm going to show you. I'm gonna enter my email address, and then, for example, you'll be taken to this page. And what would happen is it will ask you to send your verification code. Now, if you do this on the 18th September, you will not get in because the servers are so overloaded. So my best advice is when you log in, I would say definitely go to your EA account, go early, get one of those backup codes, or with your mobile device, set up two-factor authentication. Because what happened was last year, I logged in on one of my accounts. It took 24 hours for the code to come. So make sure you log in early, press remember this device, and that way you don't get that issue. Now, when you load up the web app, now I'm going to show you in the existing account. But when you load a web app, what you're going to do is you're going to end up picking it something like this. I'll show you in a second. But what you're going to end up getting is you're going to be getting a choice of picking. So it's historically what it used to be is it used to be a nation. Apparently they're changing it as what the rumors are right now. We don't know. But generally speaking, I would pick the best nation here, someone like Brazil or England. But if it is going to be apparently leagues, then I'd probably choose the league that the team that you're going to make. So if you're going to make like a Premier League hybrid or something like that, choose one of those major leagues, what I'd recommend. Now, this is important. You're probably going to need to then pick your kits and your badges. I always pick the most expensive ones. So let's say, I don't know, you support Santos, or not in a game, but let's just say any random team. Let's say you support, I don't know, Sheffield Wednesday. And let's just say, for example, there's a choice between that team and let's say Arsenal. Always choose the kit, the rare gold kit, because unless they change it, historically you used to be able to quick sell those. So you could quick sell your badges and the kits. And the Arsenal kits, the more expensive kits, are worth more the gold rare ones. So choose like the main kits, like the main leagues, the main teams like Arsenal, United, Chelsea, whatever. And then I would say for the badges to choose the same. Choose one of the best badges and you can quick sell that and you get about 1.4k. Now, when you get the game, to be honest, there's not going to be that much you can do. You're not going to get something like this. You're going to end up getting some joke team. So as an example, you're probably going to get something like this. Now, if you wondered why is my FP points not transferred from FC25 to FC26, don't worry, because the FC points only transfer when the game comes out. So if your plan was, let me transfer like 1 million FP points and I can just start opening packs on a web app, you can't do that. The only way you can get access to your FP points is when the game comes out. So when the game comes out, whenever you log into the actual console, that's the way you get your FP points. And then if you want, you can go back on a web app. But there's no chance you can do it before the game comes out. So If you don't have the game, you effectively can't get your FP points. Now, if you don't get transfer market access, look, you can see, for example, like here. Okay, now when you go on this page, you might get something like this. This Football Ultimate Team account has not yet earned access to the Ultimate Team transfer market, a web app, or a companion app. Now, if you have this, I would say try to log into the game first. They said in the pitch notes there's probably going to be some daily objectives. They released a foot deep dive. So as you can see over here, it says graduated market transfer. So the way you can unlock it, basically, if you played last year, you're a returning player, you'll get immediate access. If you don't, you'll be getting limited access, and you have to do some objectives to unlock the transfer market. So if you're kind of in that like situation, you don't have access to a transfer market, definitely do those objectives. Now, if you are an existing player, you're probably going to get some welcome backpacks. I will open those. And also just go ahead and check the objectives. There might be some daily objectives that you can log in every single day. There might be something over here like, log in every single day. You might get a free pack. You might get some coins. So I would say definitely consider doing something like that. And that's a good way of getting started. Now, this is the main thing. There's not that much you can do. In terms of SBCs, what you can normally do is Foundation 1. It's very, very easy to do. Foundation 1, basically, you can just do it like with... Because when you get the game, you're going to get like some really rubbish starting. There's going to be like bronze players. But what you can do is you can go ahead and you can go ahead like something like this. And we're going to put in, I'm just going to show you as a quick example. And we're going to put this player in striker, exchange players, submit anyway. Then you're going to get a bronze pack and you'll get some more players. And have a look at some of the transfer market. If this is tradable, if this pack is tradable, have a look. If it's untradable, then you're screwed. But just have a look at who you get. And then basically what you can do is you just send them all to the club, like so. You can go ahead and just send everyone to the club, store all in club. And then what you do is you go back to the SBC and you'll complete the foundations number 2. And you can see minimum 2 players and you can do all those. So just do the foundation 1. I would say don't do any of the advanced SBCs. Now people say, oh, it's worth doing. I remember back in the day, Webapp used to come out 7 days early, and you could basically do those advanced SBCs. I remember I used to like hybrid nations. It was very easy to do, wasn't that much sweat, and it was very easy to get good packs, like rare mega packs. Those days are gone now. And the reason why I won't do it anymore, because most of those rewards will be untradeable. So if you end up doing any of those advanced SBCs, you're going to end up with untradable cards, and some of them might be just regular gold cards. And you're going to waste money trying to buy players in a market to fit into the SBC. It's not worth the palaver if you're asking me. So I would say just do the foundation 1 and that's it. Now, what I'd want to say is there's not that much you could do after that. If you want, you can try trading. My best advice, to tell you what I'll honestly do, go on Twitch and go look at some of the top traders and see what they're doing. You can try to mimic what they do. They might look for the market. Let's say, I don't know, there's a player, let's say, who is buy now price is like 1,000. Let's say you can buy him on bid for 400. You could try something like that because other players might be want to buying either a cheap team or maybe they got very lucky and they got like an icon, or let's say inform and they quick sold it or whatever and got coins. So there'll be money and coins on the market. So something just to bear in mind. But if you want, you can do something like that trading. I'm going to be honest, it's probably not worth the stress. You're probably going to end up trading silvers. What's the point? You're asking me. I don't bother with that. I just do maybe some basic stuff. Now, what my best advice is making a quick sell value team. Now, this is so important. If you want to get ahead of the game, and let's say you're not spending FP points and you just want to create an easy team, the best thing to do is to buy quick sell value cards. So I'll explain to you what I mean. So let's say you have a few thousand, let's just say about 4,000 coins. You can actually make a starter squad with that. And you might be thinking, what the hell are you talking about? 4,000 coins? But you can make a risk-free starter squad without stressing too much. I'll explain to you what I mean. So I'm going to go into the game, okay? So let's say, for example, just to say, hypothetically speaking, I now have 400 coins. Now, what I do is I end up buying what I call the quick sell value cards. So you can see gold commons. You can see you can buy them. So let's say someone else packs some gold commons. I put them on a market. And as you can see, they cost 350. That's their lowest price, okay? So let's say I was looking for, I don't know, let's say I was trying to make a team that was in League One. So then what I will do is I would go ahead and I'll buy these cards. So for example, I'll have a quick look. I might have a look at some of the players that was effective. And maybe, for example, I want to buy a right back, okay? So maybe I want to buy someone that's pretty decent. You can see Mangala, and you can see this guy over here. Clinton Mata. Okay, he's a decent card. He can also play center back, so this will be a card that I want to buy. So what I will do on a web app is I would buy a card like this, and I'll buy him for bid price. Just to keep this quick, I'm gonna go buy now. So let's say, for example, assuming I got this card for 300 coins. Okay, now you can build a squad around this, but let's say, for example, you don't want this card anymore. All you have to do is quick sell, and as you can see, when I quick sell it, it's 270 coins. So I bought the card for 300 and I can sell it for 270. So I'm trying to say, if you basically buy, let's say an entire team will cost you about 3.3k, let's say 3 to 4k. Worst case scenario, if you don't want to use those cards, you can just sell your team. So let's say you want to go into the game, maybe you want to go straight into rivals, you don't want to open packs, you want some sort of basic core team, then this could be a good way to start it. So what I'd recommend is, this is what I normally do every single year. I just build a cheap, quick sell value team. I don't think anyone else does. This is my technique. I just buy a cheap, quick sell value team. Then when a game comes out, I can quick sell those players. If you don't want to do that, you can try to do trading. But to be honest, don't stress about the web app. People talk about it. Listen, it comes out now 2 days before the game. There's not that much you can do on it. If you get lucky and you pack someone, you can. What you could do is, let's say, for example, you could set up your squad. So let's say if you, for example, thinking, oh, you know what, I want to make another squad here. And let's say you want to do, I don't know, let's say you want to create a new squad. We're just going to call this test. And let's say we're just going to use a squad build as an example. What I might want to do is, I might want to set up my tactics. I might want to have, for example, a new tactic like this. And then it's like something like this. And I might be like, oh, you know what, I want to do this. And I might want to change the formation. And you can set your tactics up so that way when you go into the game, you have everything going. All you have to do is just buy the players, slot them in. So that's just one thing that I'd recommend. But that is pretty much it for the web app. There's not that much else that you have to do if you're honestly asking me. I think it's an okay time of the year. And don't worry, as I said, I think it's like an okay time, the web app, just to go mess things, try things out, mess around, maybe build a fun start squad like I mentioned to you. But that's it, and just wait for the game. So don't sweat the web app. It's not that overpowered. If you want the full guide on how to use web app, you can actually do this on my blog. And don't forget, if you want to get better FC26, you can come join my Patreon. So we've already got so many videos uploaded. We've also got the FC School. We just started that one as well. Of course, how all the roles work and everything like that for FC26, all the different types of movement. And of course, we have all the preparation videos and of course, all the new videos. For example, Timeless Fundamentals are there from last year, but we also have the starters, teams, and squads. So if you're wondering, for example, you may have seen the Premier League squad builder just on my main YouTube channel yesterday, but we've got more progressive ones. So we've got like a cheap Premier League team, we've got a mid team, an expense team, that way you can upgrade systematically. We've got La Liga uploaded literally just now. We're going to be doing every single major league, so you'll have 3 teams for each major league, meta teams only. We've also got progressive squad builders explain how it works, and of course the meta key minimum stats for each position. And very soon you'll have the links where I'll tell you the list of all the meta players that I recommend as well. Patreon.com/NilGuys, link is down below in the description. By the time you're watching this, probably more videos are going to be uploaded. But of course, the FC26 school, it starts now. We've got for you now, I think one of the big important videos is the importance of the mental side of the game. Don't forget, most losses are conceded in FC26 because of basic mistakes, fundamentals, and frustration. Very underrated series. Make sure that out. Patreon.com/NilGuys, links down below in the description. If you don't get bet after 1 month, we will refund your money. That is the Nil Guides guarantee. If you don't get bet after 1 month, we'll refund your money. Links down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time.